Hello, I'm Talisman. Thank you so much for supporting me to create my comedy and my games, my tools for navigating the chaos. I really hope that it opens up your world, and that open world theatre is simply a momentary fascination before it all falls away and you realize that life actually was a game all along.
And what you're about to witness is one of the greatest epics ever produced in the history of television. So,
sit back,
relax, and enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you greatly for supporting the silly stories that tumble from the Atlas Talisman. We are here to weave a new tale, a narrative worth living, a life worth telling, as an epic saga of the people's hero. Not one man, but all men and women and everyone in between. An usness of humanity, etching their signature so their lives may be... Oh dear. I mocked it. The quote, it was exquisite. May your life be the signature of your soul. But I already used the word signature. And that just goes to show you can't actually always trust a scarf over an head, can you, eh? Maybe it's a bit older, but none the wiser.
But at the same time, I think we actually have to soften ourselves and not set such a high standard, you know? At the end of the day, I think that the underlying idea was still conveyed. Well, that's not what we're here to do. Not just pass the test. We are actually here to excel. Yeah, absolutely no. I'm not trying to say that you're wrong, but I think that there's some kind of space in between, like the right and the wrong, the black and the white, you know, like, because it's all just grey matter at the end of the day. But I know what you mean, but I really think we are just going too deep into the concept, and we're not actually allowing it to be. We are telling and not showing, you know? It's a show after all. No, I think we're doing a good job. I mean, so far as being the old dude with the thing, it's kind of like the wise monk wizard dude. There's the kind of the street kind of hustler guy. There's the frantic South African man. There's me and a couple in between. Oh, the eccentric. I love Dr. Rain, the German doctor. Okay, they're a little bit stereotypical, but okay. You know, we've got to hang our hat somewhere. You know, here's a hook, line and sinker. The line is that we're thinking our way out of the ocean, breathing in gills full of gulls, like the fish are starting to eat the birds, trying to sprout wings. I doubt things, but at the same time, this string on the kite is starting to feel like it's getting lighter. Or am I growing the wings? Are we all angels about to split out of the human skin? This body, does it have enough room to move in? I'm Atlas Talisman, making sacred of the foolish, or taking the fool off the edge of the cliff. I'm walking and trusting you to play me as the human avatar. People Soup is an idea of a comedy dungeon which can be like a test ground for these human suits. There's a whole narrative world inside my head, but what's more important, I think, is the story we can tell with our lives. So I am creating this hive mind nexus point through things like Patreon and Twitch and all of the other contact points I can muster, I can summons, so that we can see what is the sum of us. It's not always poetry, sometimes it's really straight and authentic, and also I think you've got to be humble enough to be great, because this is a weight to hold on one's shoulders, attempting to be the giant on whose shoulders our future generations will stand. I stand with you, and yet I understand that I know the most when I shut up and listen. So I want to open myself to you, to be your human, so that you can live vicariously through me. I train my body so that I can weather different environments. I train my mind and my heart so that I can speak of it and hopefully have some clarity in the insanity of the chaos and the mystery that one needs to step into in order to
polish off the unknown so it can shine through with the truth that we just were blinded by the light of. You know, they say that the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Or at least so said Joseph Campbell when he's talking about the hero's journey. And I'd love you to journey with me. Turn me into a hero. But through me, allow your own saga or your legend to come to life. I think that's it. I hope it made sense. Or at least it made some senses come to life. Because sometimes it is beyond the mind. What I think we are feeling in a sentient way needs to be shown to us before we start to trust each other. Like, before I can see the humanity in you and know that we are actually of the same species, to know that I'm not an outcast or ostracized from my own belonging. This little digital village that we are spilling all of our hive mind into is stirred by the gatekeepers, by Facebook and Google, but we are the users. We are all of the little molecules or the free radicals or the different enzymes in that system, taking all the nutrients around, going through the membranes, connecting things up. We are the worker, we are the worker bees. We are cross-pollinating the data and we are feeding in our content. And I want to create this people soup with you through the game, vicarious. Thank you for playing. Thank you so much for playing. And thank you so much for adding to this so that I have enough rocket fuel to keep on playing myself and allowing you to play me.